Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for all of season one of The Flash. All of season one, which so yeah, in season one we have 23 episodes. So yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, basically, I'm gonna give my thoughts on. I'm not gonna give my thoughts on every all 23 episodes individually. That's why I do episode reviews. But I am gonna give my thoughts on the overarching story of the season one. My thoughts on season one. But yeah, very fast. Just to name all the episodes in order. From episode one to episode 23 in order. It is pilot. We have pilot, fastest man alive, things you can't outrun, going rogue, plastique, the Flash is born, power outrage, Flash versus Arrow, the man in the yellow suit, revenge of the rogues, the sound and the fury, crazy for you, the nuclear man, Fallout, out of time, rogue time, tricksters, all-star team up, who is Harrison Wells, the trap, Grodd lives, rogue air, and fast enough. So those are the names of all 23 episodes of each of all 23 episodes. So yeah, before I begin though, 10 second spoiler warning as usual. For those that have yet to actually catch up on the series or on this first season, haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning because as usual, I did. Okay, so yeah, 10 seconds are up. So for those that have yet to actually not, who haven't, for those that have yet to actually watch the full season, haven't already, and are still watching this video, please don't comment down below or be messaging me. That never gave me a fair warning because as usual, I did. So yeah, this series stars Grant Gustin, Candice Patton, Daniel Panabaker, Rick Cosnet, um, Carlos Valdez, Tom K. Vaughn, and Jesse L. Martin. Basically, it's the start of Flash. The first couple episodes were the start of Flash and him learning his superpowers. And throughout the first season, he learns basically the Flash. Barry Allen, he learns his superpowers. His enhanced speed, his super speed, his regeneration factor powers, his side effects. Super strength, for example, super stamina. So basically, the first couple episodes are basically the Flash learning who he is and what he can do with his powers. And he goes up against some random villains such as Multiplex, Clyde Marsden, Weather Wizard. So he goes up against a few random metahumans that were created also due to a particle accelerator. As the series progresses, however, we have the introduction of the Reverse Flash, and that basically takes up the overarching story of the rest of the season. Basically, who is the Reverse Flash? What does he want? What does he have to do with Barry Allen? And all that. At the same time, you have Barry Allen dealing with his love life, which is at the same time intervened with his family life because he's in love with his stepsister basically, or adoptive sister. He's also trying to figure out how to get his father out of jail because he knows his father didn't commit the crime. Basically, his mom died due to the Reverse Flash, and his dad took the blame for it. So now he's trying to figure out how to get him out of that, as well as him trying to be a forensic scientist and again trying to be the Flash, saving people's lives. You have character developments with his adoptive sister Iris and her boyfriend Eddie Thawne, the Reverse Flash and all that. So overall, yeah. So this season, the first season, really did make an impact. I want to say for the character. The first few episodes, I felt they were like the first one for sure. I thought it was cheesy, but as the series progresses, I thought it got better and better every time. For the most part, I mean, there are a few bad episodes, and I think the worst one out of season one has to be episode 21, 22. I want to say 21. Episode 21, Grodd lives. I think that was the worst episode. It had some pretty good moments with Gorilla Grodd and the Flash fighting it out. and duking it out and whatever. But I felt like the plot for the episode just didn't hold enough ground to actually make a full episode. However, most of the other episodes do hold ground in order to make a full episode. So I really do enjoy it for that. It's also a lot of character development to developments with the namely with the Flash and Barry Allen, because they're the same person. So there is a lot of character development with them or him, as he is trying to figure out his powers. But there is also character development for every other character. Iris West, she has a pretty good character development, despite the fact that it really doesn't kick in until the later half of the season. Also, Caitlin Snow, portrayed by Daniel Mart, she has some pretty decent character development. I do think they could have fleshed her out a bit more. Same thing with Eddie Thawne. I do think they could have fleshed him out a bit more. However, the way they did and end with him at the end of the season, that was incredible in my opinion. Cisco, probably one of the funniest characters on TV, for sure. He's more of the comedic relief, and Barry Allen and Cisco, probably the two best characters out of this whole um show. Harrison Wells, he is also, I think, the most complex character out of all of them, because he's basically two people. He's Eobard Thawne and Harrison Wells, and they do give us a proper backstory to him. He's basically Eobard Thawne from the future, loses Speed Force energy and retorts to, or retorts, or whatever. He basically chases after Harrison Wells, kills him, and takes up Harrison Wells' identity due to future technology. So that was pretty good. So also stuff with Joe West, that was pretty good. I think another thing they did great, and it is a thing they did take advantage of, is the fact that they could cross over with the Arrow TV show, and I really did like that. There's times that Arrow kind of crossed over to it, and even at times when the Flash crossed over to the Arrow, that was pretty good too. Again, really well, great character development. The acting for the most part is great. Depending on the episode, there are a few times where some of the actors or actresses aren't doing as best as I think they could. However, that's very limited. Normally it's Candice Patton or Rick Cosnett who portray Iris West and Eddie Thawne respectively, who I think have that problem where there are a few times where they overact or underact, depending on the situation. But overall, really great acting, really solid acting for the most part. It's solidly written for the most part as well. I really did enjoy it in that aspect. Overall, it's a great, it's a fun season. It's a fun show. But at the same time, it does have layers to it. It does have depth. Despite it being all fun, there are times where it does get really serious and dramatic, and it actually does work great, such as when Barry's trying to figure out who Harrison Wells is, who Harrison Wells truly is. That was a great scene. Or when Cisco was being murdered by Harrison Wells in an alternate timeline. That was pretty great. And it does have, and special effects. This is a special effects driven show, and it's not like The Walking Dead, for example, where you have practical effects. It's more like you have CGI. You actually have special effects. You have CGI, because obviously it's pretty obvious because the Flash is running, and then you have sometimes the other metahumans who have their powers. So the special effects are pretty good for the most part. I do feel like the special effects definitely did improve as the season went on, because I did feel like the first few episodes the special effects were kind of cheesy, but as the season went on, I do feel like the special effects got better and better and better, which I do like that. And overall, I think every character in this, every character throughout this show started off at point A, and then they all developed, whether it be for good, bad, or just in between. I think they all did great. Overall, again, really great show. If you haven't checked out The Flash, or doing yourself a dishonor, it's a great show in my opinion. Now, my favorite show is The Walking Dead. Is it as great as The Walking Dead? No. Is it a close second? Could be, actually. Could be. It is it did become one of my favorite shows of this year, or this TV season, or whatever you want to call it. It is a great show to check out if you haven't already checked it out. I definitely do recommend it, especially also if you like Arrow. If you watched and liked Arrow, Gotham, or iZombie, I do definitely recommend, or Constantine, I do recommend you guys checking out The Flash, as again that is another DC property. I mean, again, I reviewed Gotham, I reviewed iZombie, Arrow, and Constantine, and I'm also doing The Flash. So if if you're a huge DC fan and you're not watching The Flash, first off, why? How can you call yourself a DC fan and not watch The Flash? Second of all, you should watch it because it does have times of comedy, but at the same time, it does have a good mix of emotion and drama in there, as well as a good dark side and good light side, I guess, or bright side, if you know what I mean. Um, so yeah, and overall, it's just a great show. If you haven't checked it out, why? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'd give this a 9 out of 10 for season 1 of The Flash. 9 out of 10. I do have a few problems, as I said before. Candace Patton and Rick Cosnet sometimes not being as good as they could be, and the special effects at the beginning of the season being cheesy. I mean, I do understand that was the beginning of the season, so they kind of were just starting off, but still, I guess nitpicky right there. There are a few episodes that kind of are just like there, that really carry no substance to them. Garage and Lives, probably in my opinion, being the best example. The Nuclear Man, episode 13, that would probably be another good example. And Fallout, another good example. 13, 14, those were pretty forgettable in my opinion. Um, the episodes 13, 14, and 21, I think, are the most forgettable in my opinion. I mean, 13 and 14, they had stuff with Ronnie Raymond, Firestorm, which then, again, they introduced Firestorm into this. They introduced many metahumans. Plastic, Firestorm, Weather Wizard, Rainbow Man, I believe is his name. Peekaboo, Reverse Flash being the most prominent one, and Gorilla Grodd as well. I mean, they did show off, I guess, several metahumans, which were pretty good, but still, I think Ronnie Raymond, I think, was the least. He to some extent he was a prime character in the season. However, I feel like he was the least developed. Kind of still wanted to figure out a bit more about him. However, his character consisted of two characters. Firestorm is a combination of Martin Stein and Ronnie Raymond. So, I mean, that's still pretty good though. Overall, though, as I said before, a 9 out of 10, fantastic first season. I'm really excited to see what they do with season two, especially how they left off in season 1 with the black hole. And yeah, that's basically it for this review. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.